I've always been material driven. I love ripping paper, laying it across, and it's been formal. It's been about the formal aspects of it. So this is actually the very first time that I've been able to put my voice across in a conceptual underpinning. And I went, well, you know, I've got the opportunity. I'm going to do it. I'm going to look at the things that have informed myself, my friends, my family from a feminist point of view. My name is Lee Bethel, and the exhibition I have within Quintet is called Away with Words. I live in Bundeena, one of the most beautiful places in the southern area, and I actually work here part-time as a teacher. When I was invited to the show and I saw the space, I think everyone went, oh my goodness, it's so much bigger than what we anticipated. I started researching and trying to remember all of the pivotal moments where women had spoken, and I Am Woman was one of those. The misogyny speech by Julia Gillard. I remember my mother, bless her, is 96 years old, and she goes, come and listen to this, we've finally got a woman. So all of those things were very instrumental in working out something for Away with Words. I've always worked with paper as a surface. Absolute love of paper, both its fragility and its toughness. I draw, I work it all out in pencil on small sheets of paper, do a little marquette, and then take it bigger. I actually have to work on the reverse of the paper, so I do it all front ways, then flip it over onto the back of the paper, trace it all through, and then there start cutting it out. So I'm cutting it out backwards, so I actually can't see the words, which is really good, even though I know them, because then I start working on the pattern and the lace-like qualities and things like that. I have it all traced out and it's all on the back of paper. I sit there and then cut out all the bits, and it takes ages. Some people say IT people are nerds. You get some paper people together and they're as nerdish as anyone else. I use always 100% cotton, which is why when I'm cutting I need to buy blades by pack of 100, because you're cutting material with a blade. They blunt very, very quickly. After they're all cut out, that's when I start applying watercolour, because on particularly Women Hold Up Half the Sky, it's the reflections of the watercolour from the back of the paper that you're seeing. So it's just amazing material to work with, and yes, I think about the papers, their softness, their harshness. It holds its memory, and that's the other thing paper does. You fold it in half and think you're going to straighten it out later, and you never do. Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow? I love that song. It also goes to that moment where we were discovering our sexuality. We were allowed the pill, all of those things, but yet still we wanted love, and still we wanted, not to be thought of as making the wrong choices, all of those kinds of things. So I loved it that the fact Carole King wrote it in the mid-60s. The Shirelles recorded it. Then it goes, and Taylor Swift recorded it last year. So the question of your morality and your sexuality is still so incredibly relevant these days. One of the things I would like people to take away from this show is that to succeed as an artist, that you don't have to always paint on canvas, cast in bronze, chip away at stone. That we, as artists, use materials in a variety of ways, and we can engineer what is acceptable as what an artist does.